how could have I been fully, for which is defined as in a full, for which is defined as containing as much as it is possible or normal when I was born out on January 8th in 1969 at 2:20 in the afternoon. How was I fully developed? For which is defined as to set forth or make clear by degrees or in detail. Now, I was fully formed, for which is defined as organized in a way characteristics of living matter. So see, when my mother and father got together and started producing me, then I was born, but I wasn't developed. See, I was formed. See, I was organized in a way with the characteristics of living matter. Now, what and who I would become, see, that is part of my development, right? So now I'm looking up development. So see, this is excerpts from the book, but it's not in written form. It's in what they call language. Like what they call that? But shit, I'm speaking it. I'm speaking it to you. You know, that's what I was saying with my mama. See, you know, she wanted me to speak, you know, like she say proper, but I'm saying, Mom, my audience is not gonna be proper. But well, wouldn't a small this is why this is called development. That's why I'm showing you in the terms of me developing myself into myself, and now I'm having conversations which would have been, if I was in court, my mother was living, then I would be able to say, Mom, you know, remember when we used to say this? And my mama would have been, and she would have been the one saying what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? But now I'm saying, well, y'all my mama now. I'm saying, so don't you see me talking to you like I talk to my mama? But see the difference between you and my mama? See, my mama didn't think her kid was crazy. She probably saw me and saying, boy, if you develop in the half of the stuff you telling me you gonna do, because understand, my daddy was a pimp. So she heard stories being sold. See, you gotta understand where I come from. So I'm hearing my daddy play. So hey man, but my mama like, and she's seeing how I'm moving, because I'm moving just like my daddy, but I'm making things happen just like my daddy making things happen. But I'm making them happen with my mind. And my mama seeing that, because y'all see it now, see? But I was using my mind diabolical, see, as I started developing. Okay, so now I'm saying, how would you see me in my fullness of development, for which is defined as the act, process, or result of developing? So what I'm saying to my daughter is, see, how could my friends know me when I never talked to them like I talked to you? See, we were just together. And see, if they did something that I wasn't down with, I told them, like, man, I ain't finna do that. See, I used to say, well, how you know? And they'll say, well, my daddy say, I say, man, I don't want to hear that. Your daddy ain't here. See what I'm saying? Well, I didn't let them know that the reason why I ain't gonna do that, because I did it with my daddy, and I know what we got to do, and I know you, even if you want to do it, See, I learned when I was younger that I wasn't good at being my daddy. See, I kept getting in trouble. So I wasn't trying to be my daddy no more. I was developing my own style. But it's off my daddy's mold. See, okay, let's go to mold. Okay. It's defined as a cavity in which a substance is shaped. So see, I am developing, and now once Satan, right, gave me the substance, wait, so Satan, for whom is defined as the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment, gave me the evidence, right? Now this is defined as an outward sign. See, then I developed, see, not me, I developed Satan, see, around me. So then I started telling you, saying, like my mama used to give me tests. I guess she was testing my mind because I was telling her stuff. And so then I'd be like, oh, Mom, oh, you, this right here, that's what I'm doing to y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, hey, man, I ain't crazy, man. I ain't no freak. I ain't none of that. I'm saying, man, I'm just telling you what's happening to me. I'm saying, how could that make me crazy? If I'm explaining the craziness that you think I'm going through, I'm saying, well, I'm telling you. I'm saying, yeah, man, but look, I did this and this section of the, right? And you saying, well, you wanted me to be a preacher telling you to be comfortable in this crime? What you don't want me to show your children how to be calm, but not comfortable. I'm saying you don't want them to be comfortable in a crime. That's like telling them to lay still while somebody trying to hurt them. You say, no, man, you got to block. You got to hit him in the throat. You say, gouge him in the eye. You don't tell him. You tell him to be calm, but you tell him to look for a weakness. See, that's why I always told my kids, don't be afraid. See, don't be scared. You got to look for a weakness because you in the fight no matter what. Hey. So you better understand the fight you in, man. So, okay, say, I'm in a mental fight with Satan. So now, Satan has a God that's telling him or it or her and their every move. So that's like I'm playing chess with no pieces. So now I have to develop my pieces with a checker strategy, because when you're on the checkerboard, ain't nobody no king. And that's how America is supposed to be. See, in a democracy, it's supposed to be checkers. See, because any piece can be the piece that builds the democracy economically. See, so this is what Americans don't understand. See, like the greater we are as a individual, the greater we are united. See, but what these king mentality, see this chessboard, this chess mentality, well, if your leader has a chess mentality, then your leader will sacrifice your dreams, your goals, as well as your true reality. Because the only way a king can operate in a democracy is they have to make peasants kings. Think about it, Dad. So if I need you to do wrong, then I'm going to give you everything you need to be the king of Rome. Because I want you to do this. So now, see, so now if I'm developed, right, then it says develop is defined as having a relatively high level of industrialization and standard of living. See, so now I was born, and my early remembrance, I was in South Street projects. I was broke. That's when I started developing. Now, my father showed me a part of my development, which is my mind. I can see something and I can do something with what I see, because my father taught me how to create something. See, he would act like he would turn himself into a Jamaican, and he would start talking like it. So I'm like, man, look at my daddy, man. Like, yeah, so it's like watching a movie. See, that's what I'm saying. See, I ain't gonna say lame, but back when I was a kid, they called it lame. So you see what's on the movies, cause they used to have pimp movies. So imagine that's your real life, right? But you watching it on TV, but you live it in reality, cause you looking at it and you like, that's real, that's fake. Cause nah, they ain't gonna do that. Cause you living it. Like, oh, Unc say don't do that. Like, right? So now, if life imitates art and art imitate life, and I'm living a movie from the day I was born, you gotta know my daddy. My daddy is what they call a character. You will never forget him. If you meet him, you gonna either love him, hate him, but ain't no in between. Because he daddy. Like, you gotta know what I'm talking about to understand what I'm saying, right? So that's my hero. But I don't know what happened to him when he was in the military, because he never really talked about it, right? He never really talked about it. And so when I went in the military, I saw some stuff. That's why I don't talk about it. So I understood that it's some things you just don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because you glad you made it through. So why go back through it by looking back on it? See, so I'm like, oh, okay, Daddy. Now, I don't know if that's how he dealt with it, but that's how I'm dealing with it. You see what I'm saying? So if I have my limits and my boundaries that I want other people to respect, then I must respect my father's boundaries, whatever they are. So that's my maturity. You see? That's me growing into myself. So I'm asking my friends who think they know me, if you met me when I was 14, how did you know me at 39 when the water came that I needed to develop? So now that I have developed, why would you deny me and not what made me caused me to develop fully, right? See, I'm saying I'm humanly developed now. See, I'm legally developed. I'm historically developed. I'm biblically developed. I'm religiously developed. I'm spiritually developed. I'm financially developed. I'm mentally developed. And I'm federally developed inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, that's when I became fully developed. See, I'm saying I went through the course of life. I went into the judgment hall and I said, judge me. See, but y'all, but all of my life as I was developing, people told me that I wasn't God. And I kept telling them, I'm not your God. See, and so like I'm saying, like if my mother was living, then she could say, oh, Mama, remember when you used to turn the book upside down and make me read in the mirror? Yeah, why you did that? See, she said, because it's you who you are. See, say I had to challenge you. Like, bro, you was so smart, it was a shame. And you could see everything. Like, we couldn't get nothing away from you. You saw it. And you would tell us, like, oh, you doing this. And y'all, man, y'all finna do that. And they like, say, man, we couldn't. So you have to learn how to develop that. And so my mother, being smart as me, smarter than me, she then test me like you doing. And that's what I'm telling y'all, like, hey, y'all my mama. See, I'm saying, so now don't you see me telling you what you doing? See, but now you don't want to see it. See, my mama, though, she was embracing it, but you scared of it because I'm mirroring you. See? But you say your God said that I'm supposed to be as wise as a serpent. Now, hold on. So now, I'm going to go get the King James Version of James. Now, let me look. I'm looking up who James is first, right? Because that's what I like to do. Because I like the definition. See, because like I say, I don't know the Bible. So if I don't know the Bible, then I might, I'm going to follow the people who say that they translated the Bible. Because if I'm going to teach it, I'm not teaching it because it's not something I believe in. So if I'm going to teach this to my children, I want them to know the difference between it and me. See, I have my own testimony. I'm defending my own existence. But these people are spiritual. They brought their spiritual God to me, and I'm your God. See, I'm saying if this generation reject me, I'm my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild, male and female alike, God. Because that's why I'm defending their rights with my rights. And I'm showing them how to be Americans, not property of America, but an American, saying you are a person, you are not property. Now, our ancestors, they was property, but you was purchased by me. Now, my friends, family, they can say whatever they want. See, but I know what I was doing. That's all I'm saying. So James, for whom is defined as a brother of Jesus, traditionally held to be the author of the New Testament. Let me see, because I want to. Epistle is defined as one of the letters adopted as books of the New Testament of James. So see, James is Joseph's son, who God told to raise Jesus as his own. So that's like his stepbrother, just like many of you all have stepbrothers, but they from the same mother, different father. So Jesus is just reversed. They don't have the same mother, but they have they don't have the same mother, but Joseph married she one of his concubines, and he had other children. So, see, they like spiritual brothers, like you supposed to be the spiritual brother of Jesus, because he had no kids. See, so how can you make something without it being whatever? He didn't have no children. So when did he make you out of his image, when he had no image that he made? Now, what he did was he gave you a way. That's why he say he is the truth, the light, and the way. See, but he has no image, because he see me, I have a female and male image. See, so how can Jesus be who was in Genesis 1 when it say, let us make them in our image? That's mean that a woman had to be there. How can you make the female in her image without her being there? So see, my wife, see, when my daughter was our first child, see, I let my wife raise her image. See, I was just there, and then my female image had to tell me where I needed to stand so she can be fully developed. Because I didn't want to come there and with a mentality. See, a mentality. I let my female mentality grow our female's image. See what I know about that? See what I'm saying? So my daughter used to come to her male image, her father, and tell him, say, well, Daddy, why you don't come to my birthday parties? So my mentality, I told her, say, well, what I'm gonna do there? I'm saying, you a girl, what you want me to do? She said, I just want you there. See, now that changed my mentality. See, now I'm thinking more like, now I'm talking to my mama. I'm saying, hey, Mom, oh, this what you was talking about. Oh, okay, boom. Now I don't feel funny, see? So I treat all of the girls like my daughter, see? Because I'm like, man, I don't, see? But now, when I see these little girls being infatuated, see, that's why I know you little predators. Y'all, see, because you could see that. And you be like, hey, no, see? Because you talking to that spirit. You saying, I'm a fatherly. See, I'm your father. See, so you talking to them even in their sickness now. When those girls get older, they know, like, nah, Mr. Castle ain't no predator. He could have took advantage of me. He knew I liked him. But I'm saying, you a child, man. And I understood, see, that children don't think they children, because I was a child in an adult situation. See, so that's what I'm saying, right? Because you old and you never been exposed to something, your mind is not mature enough to handle what you doing, see, because you sick. See, you speaking someone else's testimony, but you're not worthy of the love that's coming back to you because you're sick. See, you're not a father, you're a predator in the image of a father. See, and Jesus, see, he was like a real son. See, he was following Joseph's footsteps and he was becoming Joseph, and his sons got jealous like all power seekers do. See, but those who really love, they don't seek power, they seek justice, because they know that what they love gotta walk that walk, see? So now if you done taught them by showing them, you got to now be able to talk it, because you done already walked it. See, my kids, my wife, they lived my conversations. They lived it. See, I talked to my wife before we did anything. See, she was my God. See, my female image. So when we were going to do something, see, I didn't go pray in a closet. I talked to the woman that was going to help me do it. See what I'm saying? See, but I talk to players, man, I don't tell my wife nothing. I'm like, what? Man, how you gonna get a play done? But you gonna tell a dude to play, and he ain't got no skin in the game, cause if you fail, he gonna go on. See, cause he got his wife or lady or whatever his situation is to deal with. But this woman here now, she in the dark, man, but you making business moves and she don't know. See, my daddy didn't run it like that. See, my mama was in there doing whatever needed. See, it was our partnership. So see, that's all I'm saying. I ain't talking about your game, my brother. That's your thing. I'm like, what? Hey, that's you. But I'm saying this is where I learned how to run my game. You understand what I'm saying? But I took the game out of my marriage. See what I'm talking about? That's why my lady is prepared for the game that we playing. See what I'm saying? Because it's her game. Okay, my wife played the credit game, right? But she played it legal because her daddy taught her how to play it legal. So she worked to pay the debt that she acquired. Now, me, I'm a hustler from nature, right? Like I'm saying, I don't know how to work. I know how to hustle. Like that. That's what I was taught. You understand? Well, now I gotta stop saying taught, cause taught means that you sat down and you taught me something. See now, cause that would be a disservice to my mother and my father. They did not teach me. They used me, but they didn't teach me. That's all I'm saying. See, okay, well, you know, they taught me, but they showed it to me because they told me what I needed to do if I was in the movie. You feel like if I was in the scene, then they would tell me what I needed to do, right? So, but then I would see what my daddy doing, I see what my mama doing, I see what the other lady doing, and I see what the dude doing. And so I'm sitting up there. See, that's how, when I was about 10 years old, I got caught boosting in Kmart. That's 9. What the store 9 is a Japanese store. It used to be Table Supply. It's on the corner of John Young and 50. I got caught in that store, right? But I had a team. It was like, man, just like my daddy. That's what I'm trying to. That's why I be laughing. Like I'm saying, man, I had everybody doing. I was doing what my daddy. I had a person doing what my mama did. I had a person doing what the other lady did. I had everybody, and we got away. we got away. But this dude wanted to go back and get some shades, man. We had got everything. So I'm thinking, because my daddy, see, I saw him do that, but I know not to go back. Once you out, you out. But I send the group back in. Go get some shades. Got caught. See, just like my daddy ran the play just like him. Got away. Got greeted. Learned my lesson. So now, I tell people that I don't lie, right? But I never said, you never say, you ain't never lied. I say, yeah, I done lied. But you say, well, you said you don't lie. I'm saying I don't lie now. Because when I was lying, it never worked. Why would I do something that don't work? See, what is development? Like, what is maturing? See, why keep doing the same thing over and over? Where they say that's insane. So this what I'm telling y'all. I'm saying, well, the second time, I'm now showing you. I'm saying, listen, man, I done outgrew this foolishness. I'm 54 years old. But I was saying that when I was 39, saying, hey, man, I'm 39 years old, man. I'm not fit to sit here and be no fool. So now I'm telling you that to get 9. See if I be going over. Okay, James 1 of the King James Version. This is the greetings from James, just like I'm greeting you. So it says, James, a servant of God and of the, okay, hold on. It's James 1 in the Bible Herald version of King James Version of James 1, verse 1 through, see, I'm gonna have to break this up. So look, I'm gonna just go on this one. I'm gonna go 1 through 8. No, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Y'all just gonna turn it off or whatever. Because I want to call the contrast of the rich and poor. That's what I asked the computer. So I'm gonna go down to that. It won't be as long. So this is James 1, King James Version of the Bible Hub edition of James 1, verses 1 through 8. And it says, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. See, so now, am I now, after I went into the Silver Courthouse in Seminole County on October 4th in 2007, and then I was taken out of the Silver Courthouse into the criminal courthouse by the state of Florida because I was exercising my constitutional rights. So I'm saying, well, who put me? So now you saying you don't see where Jesus was in the temple. They took him out of the temple and took him into the judgment hall. Now I was in the Silver Courthouse talking about you stole my car, Bill Hurd Chevrolet. Then the state of Florida take me out of the Silver Courthouse, put me in the criminal courthouse, and say that I'm disturbing the peace and resisting the officer without violence, but you just stole, and then you ended up stealing not only the car, you stole all of my business, real estate, you sabotaged my business affairs, and you did this in the name of the state of Florida, and you say it in God we trust. See, so now, am I supposed to now lie and say that I'm a servant of God when I'm a servant of myself? But then again, I'm not supposed to say, well, hey, I serve my God in the image of my God in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Well, I'm saying if that's the truth, and if James telling the truth that he's a servant of God, well, if I gave myself legal services, then why wouldn't I be a servant of myself? But now you mad with me because I used those services that I gave myself to emancipate you from the person who was denying me of my rights. So I'm saying, well, I thought that they could have denied you of your rights. So if I didn't make the case, how would you have the testimony like James got this testimony? But where's the case? I can only reference James. I have no case number. I have a what you call a verse, a book. I guess you call this a book. James 1. That's the book. So I'm using James' testimony in self-defense. But why am I using James' testimony in self-defense of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee's disciples? Is it because they not following Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee? They are following Jesus Christ. See, so didn't they then separate those two people? And now you're mad at me for doing the works of the one that was in the flesh? But hey, so now then it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. See, that's what I asked it, because I was talking about development, right? So this is what I was trying to tell my friends, and I'm going in the scriptures to prove it biblically, religiously, and spiritually. See what I'm saying? That what I did was what good people do naturally. See, that's why I did it without hesitation, because I'm a good person. So why would I see evil and leave you and say that I'm a good person? If I come to you with money and then they tell me that because they gave me the money, I can't enlighten you, how am I a good friend? See, that's how I was saying. But now I see that, but I know you a good friend. See, but that's the thing. Are you a good person? See, that's what Dr. Martin Luther King was saying. He was saying it's not the bad things that bad people do that's bad. He say it's the silence of the good people. See, so I'm saying you could be a good friend and a bad person. See, I'm a good friend to you, but I'm a good person to everybody I meet that's good to me. See, that's the key. See, that's why people say, oh man, he ain't all that good. I'm saying because you not. You tell me something I did to somebody just out the blue. Not me. But you tell me somebody did something to me and I ain't do nothing to them, then I'm saying you ain't talking about me. They stopped. I didn't stop. But look, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally. Wait a minute. Liberally. Hold on. So, see, I ain't never, damn, but that's, you know, I guess that's that broken. Hold on, so I gotta get that because that, I want to make sure I'm saying that right.
Liberal.
See, so liberally, that's right. See, because like I say, you know, I ain't tripping on it, but liberally, relating to or based on the liberal arts. So let's break that down. Liberal arts is defined as college or university studies such as language, philosophy, literature, abstract science, intended to provide chiefly general knowledge and to develop general intellectual capacities such as reason and judgment as opposed to professional or vocational skills. So that's that right there. So that's what I'm doing now. See, I'm coming to you all not physically. I'm coming to you through mental channels. See, I'm talking to you through my mind. And so if you can't read it, I'm reading it for you, but then I'm referencing it in my love for you. See, I'm saying if I say I love you, then I supposed to love you like Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee loved his disciples. See, so if I then don't do what he did, if I don't love the least of these, that means the child that was just born this second, then I can't say I'm my God. Because why would my God not save that child when I was in court 15 years, over 15 years before that child breathed his first breath? See, that's why I love Dr. Martin Luther King and Minister Malcolm X and Mr. Huey P. Newton and Mr. Bobby Seals and Miss Angela Davis, because they loved me before I was born. So why wouldn't I now defend them while I'm here? See, I'm saying I know you and you should know me. Okay, now, okay, but it says liberally and unbridled not, and it shall be given him. See, so now, wouldn't that be given him in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, so I could give it to you in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So now I can give you the evidence of that love on September 22nd in 2023 at 7:17 in the morning. See, if I didn't let my patience become perfect, how can I tell you about the perfection of my patience inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 22nd in 2023 at 7:18 in the morning. See, if you haven't caused me to violate the law, then haven't you violated the law as you caused me to violate it? See, this is what I'm saying. See, but sick people do sick things and think it's funny. But what happens when reality catch up with your sickness? See, that's when you want forgiveness for the time you wasted with these children's development. So now, But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. See, so y'all now wavering in faith. So when did you ever receive? See, you got that from Satan. So if you got it from Satan, then you got it by falling into temptation, because that's what Satan, God, allows him to do. So you have a false blessing because you got it from Satan's God by definition. But see, now my God is coming to set the record straight and saying you are serving the wrong God, and you know it, because now I'm showing you. See, it say, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. See, but I didn't know that now. Okay, hold on, wait, and I'm even doing this wrong. Wait a minute. I went wrong. So, but it say, this is 6. So I want y'all to know it's James 1 of the King James Version, verse 6. It say, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. See, so now that's in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, so that's when the devil tried to drive into my home, I drove him out like a wave. See, and I wrote that in a book about he came into my house. I rode him out on a surfboard, and then I told him, I'm saying, now you got to ride my wave, and the people gonna see you. They gonna hear you when you fall. See what I'm saying? So now, see, this is what amazes me. I wrote this, man, and my people know I don't know the Bible. See, I had to ask it, but anyway, this is what amazes me. But anyway, now this is the one I'm talking about. This is 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord in the civil or criminal courthouses in Seminole or Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, nor inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, nor on September 22nd in 2023 at 7:21 in the morning. And it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. See, because my mind has now revealed their double-mindedness. And now, if they are who they say they are, they should now be fully developed after the day of judgment.